The end. Once upon a time in the bustling city of Duckburg, there lived a kind-hearted duck named Donald Duck. He was known for his helpful nature and was always willing to lend a paw to those in need. One sunny morning, Donald was sitting by his favorite spot, the lake, reading the morning newspaper and sipping his coffee. The sun was shining, the birds were tweeting, and everything seemed perfect. Suddenly, he heard a small cry coming from somewhere near the lake. At first, he couldn't quite make out what it was, but as he strained his ears, he realized it was the sound of a tiny bird that had fallen from its nest. Without wasting a moment, Donald set his coffee down, carefully smoothed out his newspaper, which was starting to get soggy from his spilled drink, and went to investigate. He walked along the edge of the lake, searching for the source of the sound, until he finally spotted a little bird lying on the ground, too weak to fly. It was a baby bluebird, barely bigger than Donald's thumb, with ruffled feathers and big, scared eyes. "Well, hello there, little one," Donald said softly, trying to make the bird feel at ease. "What's wrong?" the baby bird chirped again, looking up at Donald with tears in its eyes. "Oh, dear," Donald exclaimed, realizing what had happened. "You've fallen out of your nest, haven't you?" "Don't worry, I'll help you." Gently, Donald picked up the baby bird, being careful not to hurt it. Then he started to look round for its nest. He checked in the trees nearby, but the nest was nowhere to be seen. Donald thought for a moment. Where could the nest be? And that's when he remembered seeing a family of bluebirds in a tree across the lake earlier. Could this be their nest? He decided to go check. As Donald walked towards the tree, the baby bird began to panic, flapping its wings and tweeting frantically. "It's all right, little one," Donald reassured him. "I'm almost there." When he reached the tree, Donald looked up and sure enough, he saw the mother bird sitting in a nest high up in the branches. Donald knew he couldn't reach that high, but he wasn't about to give up. He quickly ran home, grabbed a ladder from his garage, and hurried back to the lake. Carefully, Donald leaned the ladder against the tree and started climbing. The baby bird peeped nervously, but Donald kept reassuring him with kind words. Soon, he reached the platform and gently placed the baby bird in its nest. The mother bird, who had been anxiously pacing in her nest, rushed over to her baby, nuzzling it to make sure it was all right. She then turned to Donald and bowed her head, her eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, kind sir," she chirped. "You have saved my baby. How can I ever repay you?" Donald smiled and replied, "Kindness never goes to waste. Helping others makes the heart happy." The mother bird understood what he meant, and with a grateful chirp, flew off to get some food for Donald, who was getting hungry from all that helping. The bluebirds brought him delicious berries and worms, which Donald ate with great pleasure. He felt good knowing he had done something kind, and helping the bluebird was its reward. From that day on, Donald continued to do good deeds for everyone in Duckburg. He was always ready to lend a hand, a beak, or a wing to anyone in need. And whenever someone needed help, they knew that Donald Duck, the kind-hearted hero, would be there to help them. So if you're ever in Duckburg and need some assistance, Don't hesitate to call on Donald. Just remember, kindness is the most valuable thing of all, and doing good deeds makes the heart truly happy. And with that, let's end our storybook today. If you liked this tale, don't forget to stay tuned for more adventures of Donald Duck and all your favorite Disney friends. Until next time, keep being kind and helping others because you never know when they might need it. And always remember, even the smallest act of kindness can make a big difference. And with that, we bring you another wonderful storybook from our collection.